Welcome to the workshop. When we gather around a table to plan a massive project, say building a new town, we usually start with a perfect blueprint. We map out every road and building flawlessly on paper. But once construction actually begins, that perfection vanishes. A storm washes out a fresh foundation, a delivery truck breaks down. The physical world is unpredictable and rarely goes exactly to plan. Building an AI system faces that exact same reality. You can design a beautiful architecture for your AI tools to talk to each other, but out in the wild, internet connections fail, external services time out, servers randomly restart right in the middle of a job. To keep everything from falling apart when something goes wrong, we use a workflow management system. Think of it as an experienced site manager who constantly monitors the project and steps in to fix problems as they happen. It is the practical bridge that connects a delicate, theoretical design to a sturdy, operational system. It ensures that when one small piece breaks, the whole project doesn't permanently stall. We can picture the first job of that system like this heavy ledger book sitting on our table. In system design, we call this state management. It is the official running record of exactly which tasks are finished, what the current data looks like, and what errors just occurred. The first rule of this ledger is persistence. These records cannot just be held in temporary computer memory, where a sudden power outage would wipe them away forever. They have to be permanently written down in safe, durable storage. Next is atomicity. This rule dictates that a task is either stamped 100% complete or entirely ignored. There are no half measures or ambiguous in-between states to confuse the system later. A critical safety rule is idempotency. Here, an input square slides through a process box and becomes a polished circle. If run through a second time, it emerges unchanged. This ensures if an AI task accidentally repeats, the final result stays identical, preventing duplicated data. By following these strict recording rules, the system always knows exactly where it stands. That precise knowledge is the only way it can cleanly recover if something crashes halfway through a job. An efficient construction site doesn't have workers standing around waiting for concrete to dry. We apply this same idea to our workflows through asynchronous execution. You submit a task, and instead of waiting idly for it to finish, you immediately move on to the next job. One way we do this is called fire and forget with polling. As we see here, you drop off a request token, turn your attention to another tool, and just periodically check back later to see if the work is done. Another method is a callback. With a callback, you don't even need to check the box. The task itself is instructed to tap you on the shoulder and actively notify the central system the moment it finishes. These asynchronous patterns let multiple AI models and tools work simultaneously. Because no one is stuck waiting in line, the entire system stays highly responsive. Even with perfect records and efficient workers, individual components will eventually fail. We need a way to automatically recover. Think of our solution like dropping this heavy brass bookmark right into our ledger. We call these checkpoints. If the system crashes, we don't have to start the entire workflow over from page 1. We simply open to the bookmark and resume exactly where we left off. From that bookmark, the system can try a few basic tactics. For a temporary glitch, it might just automatically retry the failed step. If the main path is totally blocked, it can route the work through a pre-planned alternative path. These recovery mechanisms ensure that inevitable errors act as manageable, temporary delays, rather than roadblocks that kill the entire project. You don't have to build all these safety nets from scratch. Engineering teams rely on workflow management frameworks, which are essentially pre-built toolboxes designed to handle the heavy lifting for you. This graphic shows two different styles of frameworks. On the left, we have tools built for rigid, step-by-step batch pipelines. On the right, we have tools built for continuous, long-running processes that might take days or weeks to complete. To choose the right one, you evaluate whether the tool matches your specific workflow pattern, how it handles those inevitable failures, and whether you want to manage the computer servers yourself or let a cloud provider do it for you. As we look at this completed miniature town, we can see the result of coordinating all those independent pieces successfully. The complex systems work together smoothly, surviving the messy reality of execution. Applying these principles of state management, timing, and error recovery separates a fragile experiment that only works in a lab from a reliable, enterprise-grade system you can trust in the real world. And there is always room to learn how to build these systems. This open chair at the table is for you. whenever you're ready to start building.